So she's showing interest, huh? That little spark in her eyes when you speak, the way her texts come a little quicker, or maybe she lingers in conversation just a little longer than usual. It's exciting, isn't it? That moment when you start to feel like, wait a second, is she into me? And let's be honest, it's thrilling, it's validating, it feels good. But here's the thing, what happens next can either make the whole thing catch fire or fizzle out. And I mean fast, because most guys, once they realize she's into them, they flip the script. They start acting differently. They overthink. They chase harder. They lose that grounded, easy energy that probably drew her in to begin with. Today, we're talking about how to keep your cool when she starts showing interest. Not just how to stay calm, but how to stay grounded, attractive, and in control of your emotions, your energy, and the whole dynamic. Because the truth is, the moment you start chasing her approval, you've already given up your power. Now, look, I get it. You're not trying to lose your cool on purpose. It's just that most guys never got the playbook. No one ever taught you how to navigate that middle ground between being interested and being obsessed. That line between showing you care and totally losing your sense of self. But that's exactly what we're breaking down today. Let's start with what usually happens. She gives a little signal. Maybe it's a compliment, maybe it's a playful tease, or maybe she just initiates conversation a little more, and suddenly you're on high alert. You start replaying everything she says. You check your phone more. You wonder when she'll text next. You start doing mental gymnastics trying to read between the lines. That's not confidence. That's anxiety. That's neediness. That's energy that says, I'm afraid of losing this, even if you don't realize you're putting that out there. And women are incredibly perceptive when it comes to that shift. When your energy changes, they feel it, even if you don't. Say a word, they pick up on it. So what's the alternative? What does it actually look like to keep your cool? It means staying connected to your life. Not hers, your goals, your passions, your habits. If you were going to the gym before she showed interest, you keep going. If you had a creative project going, keep showing up for it. Don't cancel plans just to be available. Don't start texting her every hour just because she responded to your last one with a heart emoji. Because here's what women actually find attractive: a man who has options but chooses her, a man who's calm under pressure, a man who stays consistent, not just when he's trying to get her attention, but when he has it. And you know what's wild? When you keep your cool, it actually builds more attraction. She starts wondering, wait, he's not blowing up my phone, he's not jumping through hoops, why? And that mystery, that calm confidence, that's magnetic. But let's go even deeper, because staying cool isn't just about what you do, it's about how you feel. You can't fake calm energy. You can't pretend not to care when you're obsessed inside. That dissonance leaks out, so the work is internal. You've got to get grounded in your own value. Ask yourself, do I believe I'm worthy of her interest? Not because you did something special today, but because you just are. Because you know who you are. You like who you are. When that confidence is real, it changes the way you move. You don't rush things. You're patient. You don't need constant validation because you already know where you stand. When a woman feels like you're centered, that you're not trying to impress her, not trying to rush into anything, but you're just being yourself, that's when she relaxes. That's when she opens up more, because you're not trying to take anything from her. You're just sharing energy. Let me paint a picture. Imagine two people on a first date. The guy's leaning forward, nodding too much, laughing a little too loud. He's complimenting her every 2 minutes, checking his phone nervously when she goes to the bathroom. That energy, it screams, I need this to work. Now picture another guy. He's relaxed. He's playful, but calm. He listens without trying to impress. He smiles when something's funny, not just to make her feel good. He's not overthinking his every move. He's just present. That guy, he's cool, and that's the guy who gets the second date. So when she shows interest, when you get that signal, don't change. Don't start performing. Don't become boyfriend material overnight. Just keep being the guy who got her interested in the first place. Keep living your life. Keep your rhythm. Keep your balance. And here's something that might surprise you. Sometimes, when a woman senses that you're not chasing, she'll test you. Not because she's manipulative, but because she wants to know if your cool is real. She might pull back a little, respond slower, just to see, will you panic? Will you start chasing now, or will you stay steady? This is where a lot of guys stumble. They interpret that pullback as rejection. They start doubling down, texting more, trying to fix it. But the guy who understands the game, he doesn't flinch. He doesn't take it personally. He lets her come back when she's ready. And guess what? She usually does. Because staying cool isn't cold. It's just self-assured. It's calm. It says, I'm good either way. I like where this is going, but I'm not dependent on it. Now maybe you're wondering, how do I develop that inner calm, that self-assurance? It starts with awareness. Notice the patterns. Notice when you start getting in your head, when you start checking your phone too much, when you feel that impulse to say something just to keep the connection alive. That awareness is your signal to pause. Take a breath, step back, and ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to, or because I'm afraid? That question alone can change your whole approach, because fear-based actions always come across as needy, and neediness repels. But when you act from a place of calm confidence, when you know you're enough, whether she texts back or not, that energy is irresistible. And it's not about playing games. It's about emotional maturity, emotional leadership. Women are drawn to men who lead the emotional energy, not men who react to it. That doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care without collapsing. You can be warm, attentive, present, but still grounded, still you. Let me share something important. Relationships don't start with big gestures. They start with energy, with presence, with how someone makes you feel. And if you're radiating anxiety, desperation, or insecurity, that becomes the emotional tone. But if you're steady, fun, and centered, that becomes the experience. That's why keeping your cool matters. It's not about being aloof or hard to get. It's about being easy to be around, safe, grounded, confident, so the next time she gives you that look, or sends that flirty message, or laughs just a little harder at your joke, remember this: she's giving you a window, a chance, an invitation, not a guarantee. And how you respond, that's everything. Stay calm, stay centered, smile, breathe. Let things unfold. Let her chase you a little too. Because attraction isn't about effort, it's about energy. And the more grounded yours is, the more magnetic you become.